The triangle pattern indicator, which is offered for various trading platforms on the TradingFinder website. From this section, you can easily download the indicator file for both MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5 platforms and then run it directly on your chart. Additionally, traders can read this page to learn about the functionality and operation of the indicator. From the Navigator section, we select the indicator file, and by dragging the file onto the chart, we run the indicator. Once the indicator is running on the chart, it starts identifying and drawing the triangle pattern on the price chart. Traders who are looking to identify this pattern on the chart can easily do so using this indicator, and after the breakout of the pattern's top or bottom, they can enter a buy or sell trade in the market. The way this pattern is identified is based on detecting 2 pivot points at the top and 2 pivot points at the bottom. After that, the indicator draws the upper and lower boundaries for us, and once the top or bottom is broken, we can enter a buy or sell trade in the market during the price pullback. The distance between the 2 pivots is less than 2 ATR, which helps prevent the identification and drawing of non-standard patterns, and only displays those patterns on the chart that have greater validity. For example, in this section, after identifying this pattern and the breakout of the resistance, we can enter a buy trade when the price pulls back to the breakout area, and then we see that the price moves upward. Or, at this point, after the support is broken, we can enter a sell trade in the market when the price pulls back to this area. In the Settings section under the Input tab, there are options available to us. In the first part, we can enable or disable the display of the zigzag lines. In the next section, we can adjust the pivot period of the zigzag lines, and the higher we set this value, it will identify longer-term pivots for us, and the lower we set this value, the shorter-term pivots will be displayed. I will set this value to 10. In the next section, we can choose the style of the zigzag lines from among 5 options: solid, dash, dot, and dash, dot. In the next section, we can choose the color for drawing the zigzag lines, and in the last part, we can set the thickness of the zigzag lines to our desired size. In the final section, we can enable or disable the display of triangle patterns, and finally, we can change the color of these patterns to any color we like. By enabling the zigzag lines and changing the zigzag line period, we can see that the triangles identified for us are based on longer-term trends and are more reliable. Here we can see that the triangle pattern has been identified for us, and after the breakout we can enter a buy trade, or in this section after the pullback we can enter a trade, and we have also enabled the display of zigzag lines here. So now, as you can see, we can clearly see that the zigzag lines have been drawn for us based on the pivot period. Well, friends, we've reached the end of the tutorial for this indicator. We would be happy if you share your comments and suggestions with us in the comments section.